What's up, everybody? This is the Blue Review on The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 5, Internment. I think that's how you say it correctly. I am not sure, but internment. Yeah. So, anyway, Rick gets back to the prison after being out in that whatever, after kicking Carol out the group, and he gets back to the prison, and and Maggie, is at the gate stabbing all these zombies, and there's just a whole crap load of them now. And, she asks, "Where's Carol?" And then Rick just cuts her off and like totally ignores what she's asking. And then finally she asks again, "Where's Carol?" He turns around and tells her the truth, which I believe that's how Rick just handles things. He's just gonna tell the truth and whatnot. I think that was the right decision by him. So, blah. So yeah. Then we're in the prison. You know, Herschel's trying to get everything together and just holding everybody in their cells and trying to help everybody and give everybody hope that everything's going to be okay. And God, Herschel, this was his episode. He just wants to keep hope alive and make everybody believe that there's this plan that, everything's going to get better. It gets worse before it gets better, but eventually it get better. Herschel was just amazing in this episode. This was his episode, his shining moment, and it was really, 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 really good. It was really good. Even Glenn, felt down, and he felt like he wasn't gonna make it. Dr. Caleb was angry, and he said, "You know what? Just in case, if something happens to me, there's shotguns underneath his bed or whatnot." And Herschel's just trying to save everybody. He wouldn't even kill the people who are actually died and that are going to become a zombie. He wouldn't kill them in front of everybody just so they wouldn't see that they actually had hope, and that that they actually that they will make it, and just don't want them to see that, because it's like if you're sick, you don't want to see, and you have what that person has right next to you, and you see them get killed, you don't want to feel like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Just you don't want to see that. So keeping that out of their sight is a smart move. And then Herschel's never killed anybody. That is very shocking to me. I thought he did kill a zombie or two in the farm in season 2, but I guess I gotta go through that again and actually watch it to see if he did or not. Which, if they say that he didn't, then he didn't. I trust them and whatnot. But anyway. He finally does kill one. He gets it out of there, and Glenn looks bad. Sasha looks bad. And then eventually they become zombie. Not Sasha or Glenn, but other people that are sick become zombies, and just start. All this shit. It's just all hell's breaking loose, and it just seems like hopeless at that point. But he still believes and he's trying to cure them and try to save people, but then they're just dying and dying and dying and turning and whatnot. And then Sasha just falls on the ground, and he's trying to save her, and he does save her, and she says, I just feel I'm glad that somebody stupid like you would save me and all that. And he took that as a compliment, because it's like she doesn't believe in that. She doesn't believe in this magic or whatever, or religion or whatever, and she thinks that it's just you're either dead or you're alive, and if you're sick, you're dead, and that's it. Like, nothing's gonna happen. Basically, what Carol was thinking: you're sick, you're dead. That's it. There's no coming back. But he kept the hope, and he saved Sasha, and then eventually he saved Glenn as well. Which I thought Glenn was a goner. I was like, oh my God, Glenn is gone. Oh my God, that's really sucks. But he does save him, and this episode basically validates the point to where Rick was coming from when he let Carol go. Carol didn't know that these people were going to make it. They were just sick, and then they end up being saved. They end up being saved, and you just kill them before they even turned. You think they're sick. You're trying to keep everybody, away from the sickness, but you killed 2 innocent people, and that's not right. So Rick made the right decision on letting her go. And when Rick told Herschel about it, you just see Herschel's reaction, but he doesn't really say much. and it looked like he was shocked and whatnot, which I think everybody is shocked, will be shocked at this point about Carol. Um, but anyway, so yeah, so they were end up being saved. So Karen and David could have been saved as well if Carol didn't burn them, right? Um, so that basically, like I said, it validates where Rick was coming from when he said, "You don't know what you're playing. You're not God. You're not playing God here, and saying who lives and who dies. You know, that's just not right." So, um, yeah, all hell breaks loose. You know, they get out of it, and Herschel believes and kept everybody hoping and whatnot. And you know, Maggie's right by Glenn's side, and Maggie, you know, tried to get in that cell block, and eventually she did, and she did a very good kill, which is the kill of the week. If you watch Talking Dead, she puts the gun up to the zombie like this, and pretty. It happened real quick, but it was pretty awesome. Like the effects on that. And then the zombies are breaking through the fence outside, and Rick and Carl are outside, and they're just going guns blazing with their assault rifles. And you know, that's for me. That was a real defining moment for Carl, and because he's stepping into manhood, this is what he has to do. You know, Rick tries to shield him from it, try to be protective of Carl, which he is, but he understands that Carl has been through a lot. He's killed his mom, he's killed Shane as well. You know, you just see him grow up, and you know, eventually, Carl is going to become a leader one day, and you know, he's going through the process as we watch every episode, which is great. And he's calmed down. He's not like the governor like he was acting last season. He acted like a mini governor and whatnot. So after all that, they kill all the zombies, and then you know, Michonne and Daryl and Bob and Tyrese get back, and you know, they're helping out. They have the meds, and they're giving the meds to people and whatnot. So basically, they've calmed down this flu or sickness or whatever, and they're getting through that stage. Now they made it through the sickness stage, and then Daryl asked for Carol. Where's Carol? And then Herschel told Daryl, ask Rick. So he said okay or whatever, and they had a few words, and that was it. And then we see Rick and Carl, and Rick told Carl, I gotta go tell Daryl about Carol, and then Carl's all like, well, that can wait. And then he said okay. So they went to the little vegetables that they're growing, and you know, they're eating some peas, and then in the distance, who's watching is the governor. Oh my God, I peed my pants. I was happy that the governor has finally been shown. And, you know, whew, it's going to get crazy now. It's going to get really, really crazy. I'm really excited about how this is going to play out. Also with Daryl, you know, it's like Daryl, when Rick tells Daryl, what is Daryl's reaction? That's what I'm very interested to see. What is Daryl's reaction to when Rick tells him what happened to Carol and what she did, and then what Tyrese's reaction is going to be. I mean, if he brought back Carol, Tyrese is going to kill Carol, and then Daryl is going to try and kill Tyrese because you know there's a connection between Daryl and Carol, and just all this. This is crazy. It's just crazy. It's just like is Daryl going to go out there and look for Carol? Is Tyrese going to go with him and kill her? You know, you just don't know what's going to happen. And then we have the governor at the footsteps of the gates and just watching all this unveil. And oh, I just can't wait to see the governor. I think the next episode we're going to see what happened after he shot everybody and took off, and what he's been doing all this time. And then he's going to do probably what he wants to do. We're going to understand what he's going to do and wants to do in the next episode. And then probably by episode 7, I would say, he's going to do whatever that needs to be done, or try to. You know, Michonne is looking for him, but Michonne hasn't checked around the prison. I mean, he's there. He is there. Is he the one feeding the rats through the fence? I don't know, but it's getting very interesting now. It's just like, oh my God, is Bob the guy that's inside helping the governor? I mean, we don't know much. He said, you know, I was in 2 groups before, and you know, Herschel said a sad soul kills faster than a germ. Look at Bob. He's a sad soul. He's an alcoholic, right? He's an alcoholic, and you know, he was with the governor, and we need to understand what his motive is and all that. And he could be helping the governor. Bob is an asshole, and I don't like him. He almost pulled a gun on Daryl. I mean, look at that. He almost pulled a gun on Daryl just because of alcohol. He's a sad soul. He's seen too much. He doesn't want to take it anymore. He's probably working for the governor, helping him get in. And we saw a little bit of clips of the next episode for episode 6, and there's 3 tents and the truck. So maybe, it's Martinez and the black dude, I don't know his name, that's with him. But maybe, just maybe, Carol's with him. Maybe Carol's with him. She just took off and whatnot. Maybe the governor is actually, Carol's with him. You just gotta consider all possibilities. Carol has grown cold. I mean, could she form an alliance with the governor? The governor might, use his words and sway like a snake. Try and, bite Carol and believe in the way that he believes in, just like Andrea did, and not see what he really is when she's seen who he really is. But it's like, OMG, what's going to happen next? It's great, guys. I think this is the last moment we're going to see the group, calm and everything. Shit's going to go crazy. We're going to have the next episode's probably going to be all about the governor and, what's going to happen. And then episode 7, I think they're going to leave the prison. I think there's, it's just too crazy right now. They can't repair it or whatever. I think they're going to end up leaving the prison. The governor is going to make his face known to them once again. Shit's going to go down. Or maybe they'll end up being alliances. Maybe he'll join with them or help them or something. Or maybe he'll take over the prison when they leave. I mean, there's so many possibilities that can happen, and it's going to be very interesting what's going to happen in the next few episodes. So now the governor's back. Now shit's going to get crazy, even though it's been getting crazy all this time. It's going to get even crazier. It's just getting really good now. Like, I can't wait for next week and putting up another review on what's going to happen. We got the governor back, so. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk Walking Dead. Hit me up on Facebook at Moses Jeremy, or hit me up in Twitter at Mean2You. And there's 2 letter U's, not 1 letter U, 2 letter U's, and the number 2, not the word 2. Anyway, yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all your support, and we'll talk more Dead later. See you soon.